Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Tritoncraft. Oh, I have a new face. It's been a hot minute since I've gotten to record a video here for the channel. I am super thrilled that you guys are here. And yeah, I have a new face. I like the little poof of hair and the big giant grin. The big giant grin and the little poof of hair are kind of my favorite things. It actually feels like this is a Minecraft skin that represents me. There's a llama somewhere around here, and I don't know where it is. No idea. But anyway, we, ladies and gentlemen, are here to celebrate the spoils. The tunnel dig is complete. Now, we've still got a lot of blocks to fill in terms of the design, the blackstone, the oak stairs, the basalt blocks, which we've got a ton of those kind of over here. Yeah, there we go. And, you know, we've just got a ton, but we are done officially with the dig. So I want to check out all the spoils. Now, keep in mind, this is not the full list of spoils. I used at least half of the iron that's in here, creating all the stuff I gave to my brother. Which I don't believe he's even picked up yet. I don't even believe he's actually gotten his stuff started in the realm here yet. Let's get our gear back on here so that way we can kind of... It looks even kind of weirder with the helmet on, because it's just these giant eyes and this grin inside of the helmet, the nether right there. But you can see, I mean, we've got fortune pick and a silk machine knocked down to nothing. I mean, we've got a lot of tools that basically got obliterated down to nothing. And these only have a little bit of health left because they were combined with netherite ingots. And they were diamond at one point and they were completely gone. But, I mean, just this here, and this isn't even all of the coal or redstone that we got. I had to convert it into blocks just to store it in the shulker boxes I had because I had so many shulker boxes filling up my ender chest. This, by the way, feels really weird. I just have nothing but empty space in there now, but it feels pretty good, so I have space in there to do future projects. This is ice that we need for the ice road, and these are our blocks, of course, and this is obviously going to be filled with more blocks, as well as some of our filler blocks. Let's actually grab, like, a bunch of these right now and just chuck them in there, because we need, like, a whole bunch of these things. Yeah. And we've actually got some of these somewhere else. Oh, I believe they're in here. Okay, perfect. And yeah, so our leaves, we're actually going to move over to here. We actually need to get some more of those. But yeah, I wanted to stop in here. I'm just now, and I talked about this, it seems like forever ago. I recorded the episode somewhere in the neighborhood of a year ago. But I recorded with Chris of I Like to Like Things. Good friend of mine, Chris Brayton, from out on the west coast, out in Bakersfield. And we've got to get some more blackstone bricks and stuff like that in here. I also have to grab some more honey blocks, and we need to farm some Shroomlights, because we don't have like a whole lot of them left in here either. I think I'm just going to do that in the overworld. We're just going to use a whole bunch of these mushrooms, these warped stems, and these crimson stems. And I think we're just going to create like a little... do I even have any? Oh, no, you know what? They're in storage in here somewhere. They're in... here. Yeah, they should be in here. Yep, we've got plenty. Good. So yeah, we're going to just build ourselves a little patch. We're going to farm a whole bunch of Shroomlights and stuff. I've got a ton of honey blocks that are outside by the ice farm. I don't need them for that anymore. But yeah, let's finish. Come on, Nick. Finish chucking all this stuff in here. We're also going to need to fill up on some more oak wood. So actually, why don't I do that while I'm still in here? And I forgot I had glass in this thing here. I'm kind of in the process of kind of consolidating things in terms of like, let's go and let's get some stuff done here. And let's get some blocks placed in our world. Let's go with the rest of these guys and just stick them in here. This is all the basalt I have left in the whole wide world. That's it. That's all I've got. I've got to go basalt mining, or I've got to create a basalt farm, which I actually may create a basalt farm. I really feel like that's going to be a smarter thing for how much basalt we still need. And I have not a lot of oak saplings. I'm going to tell you that right now. Oh boy. Okay, well, we're going to just... there we go. Yeah, we need more oak saplings apparently, or more oak logs apparently. We need a lot of stuff. I hesitate to really focus a lot on farming too much stuff, though. This is a little project I'm working on. We're getting some shears with unbreaking and mending for the wool farm. I actually have it disarmed, deactivated, I was going to say, but I got halfway through the word and couldn't stop. But yeah, I actually have it deactivated right now because I have A, tons of wool, but B, it's been running so long it actually broke its way through a bunch of the pairs of shears in there, and I don't want to break any more of them. So I'm going to get, I've been focusing on going up to the villagers, trading for books, and getting that kind of stuff. But all right, let's focus here, Nick. Let's focus, and let's look at our spoils that we got from our tunnel dig. Now, again, keep in mind, this is not all of our spoils, but we got some granite in there. We've already brought over a ton of the granite, of the andesite, and of the diorite and chucked it into the storage system here. I actually started using a fortune pick because we're actually almost out of cobblestone over here, and we really needed a ton more. There's some diorite in there. We got some dirt that's going to go out to the ice farm to continue our island build. These 3 middle chests we're going to save until the end. Those are the end ones there. This is a bunch of random stuff, apparently. Okay, sure. We have some gravel there. We have more cobby cobble, more cobby cobble there, more cobby cobble, some more gravel. We've already seen in that one a whole bunch of dead pickaxes and stuff. Some more gravel and some more cobblestone. So now let's take a look at the pièces de résistance, I guess. We got a whole just chest full of coal ore. We've got all this redstone ore, tons and tons of lapis, and almost 4 full stacks of diamond ore. We're going to be chopping this down in this episode, guys. And then we have a ton, and I mean a ton of iron and gold in here as well. It's kind of funny that I didn't even realize this was a thing in here. I didn't even realize that this had happened. But we're kind of going to continue to fix all this stuff and kind of sort all this stuff out and do all this different stuff in here. I got to keep this ender chest kind of on me because that's just something I need to do. The rest of this stuff can stay in here, or it can kind of get sorted out, taken care of, whatever the case may be. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, we've got a lot of stuff to get sorted out here. We've got a lot of stuff to put away. But I think I speak for myself. I won't even say I think. I want to see what this is going to look like when it's all said and done. I also want to melt down all of this iron. See how many iron blocks we've got now. Like, this used to be the same amount here. Like, this wasn't even, this was iron too. And then I took half of all of this and gave, like, you know, melted a bunch of it down to make stuff like hoppers and do all sorts of stuff for my brother, or to make hoppers for other systems. Like, I've been using a ton of the iron. This probably isn't half of the iron that I gathered in that entire dig project. That was such a massive dig. We got so many resources. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm super thrilled that you're here. I did want to announce, I did want to make it known here that the realm's coming to an end. I know. So many projects left unfinished. No, don't worry. It's not coming to an end just yet. We've still got a lot of time before the realm is going to come to an end. But Minecraft has announced, Mojang has announced, I should say, that Caves and Cliffs is coming. The Caves and Cliffs updates. The caves, whatever, I just tried. So sure, those were words. We'll go with that. Those were words. But the Caves and Cliffs update is coming. So once Caves and Cliffs is here, then I decided I'm going to completely reset the realm because they're going to completely change the way cave generation works and things like that. I think I want to keep some redstone ore just in here kind of by itself, but lapis, obviously, we're going to break down. And we've got our iron. We've got our gold. We've just got so much stuff. So yeah, I am going to head outside and I am going to join you guys momentarily. We're going to get a whole bunch of this stuff sorted out, and I'm going to kind of get ready for the next phase of what I've got planned. I'll be back with you guys in a moment. And welcome back, everybody. And yeah, I have been busy trying to farm the Shroomlights, and let me tell you, these things are maddening. So I just stuck a little platform out here in the ocean just off of the main island, and you can see we've got our warped tree and our crimson tree hanging out in here, and then everything else, like all the little plants and stuff, because you can just bone meal the ground here and get all these little things to pick up. You can get more mushrooms that way too, of course, but then you just pick all this stuff up. And then everything but the mushrooms, I am then chucking right into here. And then they end up getting, you know, sucked down into the system and they just create more bone meal. So it kind of just creates a cyclical process where it gets rid of everything. But these things are like some of these things pop up like so tall, it's kind of absurd. I've never seen them this tall before. I don't know, like, do they grow this tall in the nether? Is this like because I'm growing them in the overworld? I don't really know. But I mean, with a hoe, and I mean, of course I have a netherite hoe because why wouldn't you? You know, with a hoe, these can, ooh, wow. Ooh, yeah, that was, oh boy. Am I going to be able to land back in there? No. Okay, well, that's fine. We're going to go and we're going to land, oh, I can't because the platform's right there. We're going to have to land on this other one, and then we'll have to see... Oh, well, maybe if I come in a little bit slower, that would help. Yeah, hey. I just need... Nope. Oh, God. I'm literally going to die trying to harvest Shroomlights. I mean, you can see here, we don't even have a stack of them yet. I mean, we're getting close, but I've been at this for like a hot minute, and let me tell you, you get way more of everything else than Shroomlights. Like, way, way more of everything else. And you know what else you can do is you can kind of pop in these saplings everywhere and just kind of start, like, growing them around here, too. And then every once in a while, you get one of, like, really big fat ones, too, which is also kind of nice, which is also really nice, so. Yep, there, that horrible, horrible sound of things getting swallowed up by the machine is finally gone. But yeah, just kind of... Oh yeah, so we just got a big one right there. There we go. Now we've got lots and lots more of them kind of shoved into this little space here. Now it's not going to be nearly as difficult to get back up top here. But yeah, I just I decided to start kind of trying to assemble the components I'm going to need to really make a good dent in the nether. I also still need to build myself a basalt generator. Those are relatively simple. I mean, you just need blue ice and lava, really. I mean, that's, you know, going to be super, super simple to throw one of those bad boys together. I will probably do that before we head over to the new area. I did smelt down all of my iron and gold. I want to show you guys all of that, and then we're going to see how many diamonds we got while we're digging this tunnel project. The last thing I want to try to do today is I want to start, at least, maybe not finish, but I want to start working on the actual tunnel project itself. And I want to start on the kind of hole that's going to lead down into it. I want it to be a mix of black stone and black concrete. I kind of want those concrete elements from the magical kingdom, the magical village, whatever you want to call it, that I have over there. I kind of want those elements to marry in with some of the other elements that we've got going on in the tunnel, like the black stone and all those kinds of things. So we're going to kind of try to marry those two styles together. And then, of course, as we get down into the tunnel, it's going to give way completely into just the black stone. And we're going to see the honey with the Shroomlights. And I still got to figure out, it's got to be a bug. I don't know if it's a bug or not. But it's got to be a bug that, you know, it's still, like, no matter what I do, like, with beehives, like... First of all, whenever the things pop out of them, whenever the honey bottles pop out of them, they don't get collected by the hoppers anymore. Like, I don't know if they just changed how they pop out, or, like, whatever the case may be, I don't know. I don't know why they would have changed that. That's really frustrating. And, I mean, I know it's Minecraft and things break all the time, but it's especially frustrating with that because of the way that bee house is built. I've got so much honey decoratively on the outside of it. Like, you got to kind of wander around getting stuck in honey, jumping up honey blocks, and, like, doing all this different stuff to try to collect stuff. It's such a pain. It's just such a pain. Also, I'm getting a ton of crimson stem and warp stem doing this. I don't necessarily know what I'm going to do with them. 100%. Oh. I don't know necessarily what I'm going to do with all of them. You know what? The only thing that makes me mad is you can't grow the vines that grow up from the ground in the warped. You can only get the ones that grow down from the trees by doing the bone meal thing. And I don't know why that is. I don't know why you can't just bone meal and just get those things. Yeah, we're getting a ton of stems, and I don't necessarily know exactly what we're going to do with them. If you've got any ideas, leave them in the comments down below. We'll probably add them into, I don't know, somewhere. We've got to do something with them, right? Just something. I don't even know what. We may use them down in the tunnel project, actually. I was thinking about doing something different with the fencing systems for whenever we go over lava pools and things like that. Because we're going to need something in there to kind of create a little bit of a bridge whenever we go over lava. So that might actually not be a bad use of that. Oh, I'm so glad I didn't have to fly back up there. I would have been really mad. I'd have been, like, so mad. But yeah, I mean, you can see, like, these trees are pretty dense when you grow these things. And it's kind of nice that it's raining out right now because it's making it much easier for me to chop my way through this stuff, too. I'm kind of just doing the old jungle tree trick of, you know, just chopping, climbing up a little, chopping, climbing up a little, chopping, climbing up a little, because I don't want to have to fly back up there to the top, because it's going to be such a pain. And you can see just how absolutely overloaded with these wart we are. I mean, look at that. That's ridiculous, and that's not even close to all of it either. We've still got tons of it down in the water. I've also, of course, been killing every squid that I find. Grabbing up literally every little bit of precious ink that I can, because I'm going to need a lot of black concrete anyway, so it's not going to hurt to have a lot extra. I think I have a ton of black concrete anyway. I think I maybe for the highway project, the original, like the normal overworld highway project, I think I've got some. Oh. You know what I need to do is I need to put away, like, some slabs on the bottom part of this to, like, get up in. This is such a pain to get onto all the time because I gotta constantly fly to do it. But yeah, so this is kind of what we're looking at. Like I said, I've got, well, 1.5 stacks now, so that was a pretty good haul there. With all the extra. Oh, you know what we need to do, actually? Hang on. This, you gotta make sure, we turn these back as well. Because we don't want these to be... We don't want these to, what in the heck? Come on, give me something. Hey, come on, give me something here. No mushrooms whatsoever. What is going on here? There we go, there's one. Finally. Sometimes you get like 5, yeah, see, look at that. There was like 4 mushrooms in that one shot, including one of the warped ones that wasn't even on the right color, but sometimes they have a rare chance, I think, to generate the opposite color of mushroom. I just... like sitting here like, hello, like, could you please generate some new stuff for me? Yeah, no, these are 2 much kind of smaller ones. But yeah, so we're just going to kind of keep at this until I get 3 stacks of these things. I want to get a little bit more of these things, and then we are going to head over to the new area. I will join you guys over there. Welcome back, everybody, and we are here at the magical village because this is where we are going to begin construction of the tunnel entrance on this side. And as I said, we're going to do a mix of some concretes and stuff. You can see we got the black and the gray concrete, the blue concrete over here, like from the magic that's kind of cracking out through here. So we're going to have to extend this out over here. I wasn't initially going to transform this part of the island over here, but I really think we kind of have to, because we are going to end up going down to our tunnel down below. Oh no! Oh no! All the way back here. I forgot to put I took my stuff off to take the screenshot and to set up the shot for, like, the welcome back portion, and I completely forgot to, oh no. Okay, well, we are going to have to run back down there and check that out. But hey, check this out. This is what the Guardian farm looks like now. I actually carpeted all of the non-glass surfaces over there, including the lights, the obsidian for the portals, and all of the prismarine blocks. I honestly think that looks so cool with the little water spots and everything. And then, of course, the middle is where our little hut is. I really like that on the map. I think that looks really cool. I just decided to do a different map of it so I could take a look at it. All right, guys. Oh, I had like 280 levels or something too. I have a lot of stuff I need levels for, so I was kind of enjoying bulking them up. God. All right, we are going to begin the long, slow journey over there. I'm actually going to take the tunnel because all my stuff is going to be at the bottom of the tunnel, like down at the bottom of that pit. So there's no point in me taking the nether over there because I've got no way down the tunnel. So, yeah, we are going to begin the long, slow journey over to the other side. So I will see you guys in a few moments. You know, that was supposed to be, like, the coolest thing. I was going to spin down in the hole and just kind of twirl it, and then shoot a rocket off before I hit the ground and go flying off down the tunnel. But, yeah. Yeah, so this did take an exceptional amount of time, and I mean an exceptional amount of time to mine out, but you know what? I like the grindy work in Minecraft. It is the most fun thing, and it's the most relaxing thing, in my opinion, because I have a lot of stresses in my life. Well, not a lot of stresses, but a lot of stressors, or potential stressors, I should say, you know, where things could get pretty stressful for me, but it's doing things like you're grinding out a long, long tunnel to connect the magical village with the spawn island. Kind of makes all the difference. I can't wait to get this whole thing, this ice boat road, all in place. I think that's what I'm going to work on first because, oh my lord, this took so long to walk this entire way. Oh my lord. We should be coming up on the exit of the hole any moment now, though. We should be finding our stuff down here. Luckily, there's obviously nobody else over here, so this stuff all would have been unloaded until right now, when I just come over here and pick it up. Apparently it's raining out. Oh, hi. Yeah, this is the stuff that I was supposed to be wearing that whole time. And you can see we also have our shulker boxes of all of our precious little bits and bobs here. But yeah, so you can see down the tunnel here, that is going to be a project and a half. And ooh, we can use this guy to get out of here. Nope. Up we go! I love flying into this magical village and just kind of looking at this thing from overhead as we fly into it. I think this is so gorgeous. It really reflects my maturation as a builder in Minecraft. I mean, I really do believe that. It just wasn't nearly kind of as impressive as... Oh boy, oh, where'd all these zombies come from? I noticed there were a lot of zombies in the village over here earlier, too. I'm guessing maybe there's just not enough lights over here. I thought I had buried enough lights over here, but I guess we're going to have to kind of maybe reassess that. You can see we've got some foxes and stuff over here. We've got a mule over here. We've got cows. We've got pigs. We've got horses. We've got it all. But we're going to continue to flesh out these stables and add a lot more detail over here. We're going to rebuild that town over there. We're going to do a lot of stuff. So we might have announced the end of the realm earlier in... Wow, okay. We might have announced the end of the realm earlier on, but we still have so much stuff to do over here, guys. I still want to build a floating island up here. Right where this is. This is going to be one of the bottom portions of it. We've still got a kelp farm. You can kind of see it. It's not... The water's not loaded. The chunk's not loaded. Where that glass dome is, right off the shore of that dock there, just above me, right there. We still want to add in a little kelp farm in there that's going to feed kelp fuel into here for a smelter system. There's so much that I still want to add over here, but I am just in love with this area. There's so much detail over here, except for this building right here. You guys will recall a couple episodes back. This is my sheep farm, and, you know, I got blown up by a creeper at the beginning of the episode. It was really embarrassing for all of us. Just me? Okay. It was really embarrassing for just me. And I've since ripped, like, some of the guts of the building out. All the grass and stuff is gone, but I've obviously got to do some more work in here and figure out exactly what this building is going to be, or exactly what it's going to look like, because it's obviously still going to house our wool farm, which is down here. And whereas we have a ton of wool over on the other side, we don't have anything over here. We have barely any wool over here. So I am perfectly content to just kind of continue to let that go. And let that kind of continue to build up. So I first wanted to take a look and see what we've got here in terms of our iron and our... not our rotten flesh. Yeah, I wanted to see what we actually had in terms of gold, ingot-wise, and, you know, it was see how many blocks we're actually going to get out of this, because that was, like, not, like I said, not a clear representation of all of it. You know, guys, initially I wanted to have the tunnel come up out through the middle of this building somewhere, but I love the kind of rubble strewn about effect that I have over here, and I don't want to disturb it, so that's why I'm actually building it in a completely different place. I still love this, like, magical tentacle, like coming out up out of the thing. You got the fogged glass look. Of course, Chroma Hills kind of ruins it a little bit. Hey, shout out Chroma Hills. They actually got their texture pack updated finally for this build, even though some things like the pickaxe, that's very clearly still the Minecraft logo, and you can definitely see the textures, like texture wise. This is like a nice high def texture, Minecraft, you know. So I was looking for a was looking for a crafting table, and I don't remember. There's just some peppered about town in different places, and I got to try to remember. Maybe in this old library. Maybe in here. I should have just gone. Why would I not just go over, like, to my little base area over here and figure this out in the first place? I don't know. Don't ask me. Everybody say hi to Jelly. Hi, Jelly. It is Scar's cat. Good times with Scar. Follow Scar if you don't, because his builds will blow your mind. All right, so we are looking at a stack and a little bit of gold, and then we've got almost 2 full stacks of iron blocks out of that, so that is pretty impressive. I'm going to say probably in terms of all the other iron that I actually ended up using through that whole thing too, we probably actually maybe got like 3 stacks worth of iron blocks. I know that that's kind of paltry compared to an iron farm. Like an iron farm, I would just kind of continuously be getting all those different things. I love this magical crater thing, and there's of course our spider spawner down there. Got to figure out what we're going to do with that guy. But you can see here, we've got, like, you know, 2 full stackages there going on in there. And then we've got, like, a whole bunch of gold and all this different stuff. We've got so much stuff in here. We've got a ton of extra stuff now. And I should have probably taken this nonsense with me, because now I don't have any place to put it. Well, this we can convert back to... Well, hey, well, actually, we can't. Actually, we can't. Hold, please. Okay, that is much, much, much more like it. So now, yeah, we're rocking this. I'm going to have to actually utilize a bunch of this gold and kind of replenish some supplies that we have been needing for a very long time, including a lot of redstone resources like hoppers. Because hoppers are a hot commodity. I never seem to have enough of them. But, yeah, we've got to get rid of a bunch of those kinds of things. But it's time to find out how many diamonds did we get from our tunnel mining session. Now, I have not touched a single one of these diamonds. This is the totality of everything that I found going some, like, 2,500 blocks in a, like, 7x5 tunnel. It's not really a lot, is it? No, it's really, really not. I mean, if you think about it, you find like a little tiny deposit here, a little tiny deposit there, whatever the case may be. But what I want to do, and the reason why we're over here to do this and not somewhere else, is because, oh, I have the beacon turned off right now. So let's turn the beacon back on. Can I reach it from here? No. Oh, yeah, I totally forgot there's a crafting table right in the corner there. But yeah, get that out of there. Because we have haste 2 over here. Now, I know I could have just put haste 2 on a beacon somewhere else. It's not really that complicated of a thing to do, but I didn't want to, because then I got to change it back, and I got to do blah, 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 blah. No. No, I don't feel like it. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's see what we got. Oh, man, that is... Oh, I missed a spot. That is a beautiful-looking pillar of diamondage. Oh, my. Almost sad, in a way, to kind of chop it down. It really almost is. But we're going to do it anyway. So let's see, guys. What did we get? Oh, man, this is going to be so many diamonds. I can't wait to see how many we actually got from this. Collect up all the stragglers. We didn't miss any up there, did we? Oh, that would suck if there was like 1 diamond block like way up there. But, oh, my goodness. So we have 9.5 stacks, well, 8.5 stacks of diamondage. We're going to see how much that turns into blocks. I gotta go sleepy. Get out of here. And there are way too many places over here where mobs still spawn, in spite of the fact that I've got lights literally everywhere. Ever since they changed spawning mechanics, I've all of a sudden been finding mobs everywhere where I never found mobs before. But that's because they just never spawned in Bedrock Edition, because, well, it's Bedrock Edition. These are the kinds of things you expect. So let's see how many blocks of diamonds. This turns into 60 blocks of diamonds. We got almost a full stack of diamond blocks out of that tunnel project. Man, that is something tasty right there. I Don't think I've ever had this many diamonds in Minecraft. Literally ever. Ever, ever, ever. And, you know, we can add it to our total in here. So we've got almost 2 full stacks of diamond blocks because I didn't even have a lot of them in there. That's just kind of sad. I didn't really have all that many, but hey, such is life. And we've got our lapis in here. And we do have the coal and the redstone ore, I should say. They are here. And then we have these here. I don't think I'm going to mine these right now. Like, these can just kind of be like, so, as we need them, you know, like, because it's going to take me forever, like, to go through a whole shulker box full of coal ore to mine it. Like, and I was thinking, you know, we could even, like, you know, keep some of it and do some decorative stuff with it. So it's not necessarily anything that we have to get rid of right away, you know. I'm going to do this lapis off screen. I'll just show you guys the total once we get done at the end. And I will see you guys back here so we can start construction on our pit. Okay, so I may have forgotten exactly how much lapis you get from... Oh, I totally forgot that you get so much lapis, especially with Fortune 3. Holy Moses. Yeah, we're gonna have to go and turn these into some blocks here and then come back. Yeah, I completely forgot about that. Yeah, you get like a ton of lapis. Even just normally, you get a ton of lapis, especially compared to any other kind of resource or whatever the case may be. But let's turn all these into some blockages. There we go. We've already got almost 3.5 stacks of lapis blocks. I think my lapis resources are pretty much set for the rest of the game. I don't think I'm going to have to worry about anything. This is going to fill up my inventory before I can even finish it, isn't it? Oh, okay. No. Oh, it did. It did, but we still had enough room. 57. Wow. That is impressive. That is really, really honestly impressive. I'm not going to lie. I'm really curious to see exactly how much lapis this is going to get us, but yeah, like I said, I'm pretty sure this is going to take care of our lapis problems for the rest of the game. Yeah, 6 stacks of blocks and then some. So, I mean, you gotta be kidding me. It's really nice. It's really, really nice. But yeah, like I said, we're not going to bother with the coal or the redstone. I mean, these will either A, be here for decoration. If people just want to use them as decorative blocks, I am not going to argue with that, obviously. But, you know, I'm not going to bother with it. And, you know, we've already got a ton of redstone. We've already got a ton of everything else. And now I've got a ton of extra gold. I've got a ton of extra iron. I'm actually going to kind of consolidate some of this stuff out of here, because I want to be able to return a lot of this stuff over to the armory and, you know, kind of start making some different things with it and whatnot. And yeah, I'm going to share the wealth a little bit here with our diamond blockages here. And I'm not going to keep like all of those. We'll just convert all those things over. One of the things that they broke in 1.16 that I'm never ever going to end up getting a chance to fix is the raid farm. Basically just the way the new spawn mechanics work. You're just too far away now. And these zombies have got to stop with this nonsense in here. Man. Anyway. Yeah, the new raid mechanics, I mean, basically you're just too far away from where the spawn spot is in the raid tower, in the actual tower itself. So, yeah, it's unfortunate, but it just kind of is what it is. Not a whole lot that you can really do about it. Get out of my inventory. Jeez. All right. So, yeah, let me grab some materials, guys. I'm going to meet you at the pit. Now, this is what that slow, peaceful descent into the pit here should have looked like last time. And then, bloop, we get down to the bottom, and then we can just fly, fly, fly. Down the tunnel we go. But we don't want to go all the way down the tunnel because we want to go back this way. Because we actually want to start work on this tunnel entrance here. This is actually going to be what we're going to work on. To finish out today's video, we're definitely not going to get this done. We're kind of going to just decide on a block palette that we want for this thing here. And we just need to figure out, like I said, we're going to do a lot of elements of the blackstone blocks, those kind of things like that. We've got that here. We've got a bunch of concrete somewhere. There it is. So we've got a bunch of concrete. I just had to make half of that. And then we've got a whole bunch of these blackstone blocks and all this kind of stuff here. Our Gilded Blackstone, we're probably not going to use too much of this here. This is the stuff that's really frustrating to try to find, because we just do not have, like, any place to find any of this stuff. It's really, really annoying, unfortunately. We just don't have... can you Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's really, really tough because you can only get it in Bastion Remnants. And, you know, even I took a... Oh, I brought a couple of empties over as well. Yeah, I took a beacon over with haste 2, and I was chipping away at stuff and just trying to see what I could find. And, I mean, even that was just not yielding a whole lot. So we're going to end up turning probably this area of this peninsula, at least part of it anyway, into, you know, kind of match the terrain over here. Or maybe this will look more like it was like the natural landscape, and then this is where it started to get perverted, and then over here, of course, the magic took hold, or something of that nature. I really don't like the way these lapis blocks look in Chroma Hills. If there was one thing I could change about Chroma Hills, it would be these lapis blocks. I don't like all that white in there, because I wanted those in here. In normal Minecraft, that's a nice contrast with that blue concrete. But at any rate... Can you? I'm busy trying to do stuff. Yeah. Well, yeah. So we're gonna take, you know, use of this block palette, and we're gonna come all the way up out of here, and we're gonna end up, you know, keeping this about this width here. I mean, with the blocks on the inside. I mean, it's gonna shrink in width, I guess I should really say. These zombies and stuff. I really got to take... It's the problem is I put that roof over the top of that building, so it's dark up there, and then I took all the lights out of up there, so we really need to get that fixed. I got so much stuff to do over here, and I've been so distracted by other projects. I have not been working on things for the longest time. But like I said, we've got a ton of different things that we're going to be building up the walls and stuff here with. So let me grab these materials and let's head down. I think we're going to start at the bottom, and we're going to start working our way up. And welcome back, everybody, and I'm eager. I'm so excited to show you guys the design that I came up with for... Ooh, that got a little bit close to my face. I'm super eager to show you guys the design that I came up with for the pit over here. And you guys can see that some of the landscape over here has started to change pretty drastically. Now, I have not made it out. Ignore this green thing in the background. That was my green screen for my episode art. Yes. Deal with it. Yeah, I was super excited to get down in here and show you guys what I have done in the pit. This is a super cool design, the way that I'm kind of doing the concrete and the blackstone and everything, tying everything together. And then I actually chucked this in here because I wanted to put some hay bales at the bottom, so that way you could just jump straight down there and not have to worry about it. But I needed some hay. I didn't have any hay over here, and I felt like, why don't I just plant some on this hill? But then the hill has kind of been corrupted, and like some of the land is dead because of this magic that is leaking out everywhere. So we've got like this black concrete and the black concrete powder, a nice mixture of those here. Then it goes up through, and we've just got water saturating all down in through here to saturate our farm. So that way all this stuff, and plus, I mean, this serves a good functional purpose too, because you can climb right up here and actually take a look at everything. But let's go ahead and jump down into the pit so you guys can see what we're working with down here. Whoop. Now, I did decide to add a couple of things in here that's going to make it a little bit of a pain to, you know, do this properly. You know, just because you want to land basically back here, because these are all hay bales covered with the carpet, and then once you get into the ice here, this is obviously where you're going to be able, there's going to be a dispenser either on this side or on this side, where you're going to dispense your boat to take the ice boat road way off into the distance. And of course, I started doing the blackstone design here. I got to add in the gilded blackstone over here, but I just didn't get a chance to do that yet. And I thought this would be a really kind of cool design element, because of course this is all like ruined with all the blackstone elements and everything, all the cracked blocks, and I decided to infuse some regular concrete and some powdered concrete. There's a zombie somewhere around here, and it has to be holding an item, because I've heard it so many times. It has to be holding an item. There we go. I want to get up on here. There we go. Perfect. But yeah, and then I decided to do, I decided to actually widen the pit out so it kind of narrows as you drop down. About halfway down, it actually kind of narrows inward and then continues down toward the bottom of the shaft. But like I said, I thought that this would be a really kind of cool design element. Like, there's some wood features in here, like some wood planks there, and like little pieces of fence posts and just some leaves I chucked in here, because I thought that that would just look really cool and break up the build a little bit, because we're working with a lot of dark colors. I've got to say, I'm not a big fan of how these are purple in Chroma Hills, basically. I want to look at these in vanilla Minecraft and really see what they actually look like. Everything kind of, you know, combined together. But I'll wait until I get the entire pit done. You guys will see what this all looks like next episode, because I'm going to finish this up off camera. But I really, really wanted to show you guys kind of the cool design elements that I was coming up with here as I was kind of building through everything. I just think this looks so, so cool. And then, of course, like I said, you've got the hay bales down here. I thought about doing slime blocks initially, but then I was like, nah, nobody really wants to. Hear that? There's water, too. There's water, and there's a skeleton, and there's zombies that won't despawn, or whatever. I have these going down into the bottom down there. Of course, we have our Shroomlights in behind our honey blocks in here, giving off light, which is really, really nice. I'm just a big, big fan of this. It definitely captures the aesthetic that I was going for with the tunnel. We're going to phase out the concrete as we head into the tunnel proper. It will just stick to the blackstone design like we have on the other side. The concrete is really more because we're entering this kind of magical area here, and I need to get the basalt generator built. That is going to be in the next episode. I don't know if I will build it on camera in the next episode, or if it's something I'm going to just kind of, you know, do off camera, because it should be really... I mean, realistically, like, I've never looked up an actual design for a basalt farm, but I've seen them. And basically it is you just have lava come in contact with blue ice, and when that happens, it generates basalt, and then you use an observer, most likely, to detect when it changes into basalt, and then it activates pistons and pushes it out of the way. And then I can stand there and, like, AFK with just my pickaxe and just be like, this... Or probably set up my auto clicker. I probably have to set up my auto clicker because this is Bedrock Edition. But yeah, just set up my auto clicker and just sit there and boom, 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 boom. And I'd have a ton of basalt in no time flat. This is also 1.16.100. Huge Bedrock update. A lot of parity changes and things like that. They, in fact, did change the mining speed of basalt, among like a million other things. I guess it's like a lot of little fixes. Actually, I'll show you guys one thing they did fix that I definitely talked about earlier in this video, because I recorded the other part of it before this was ever done. Oh, God. Well, he won't follow me outside, though. Yeah, he's thinking about it. Hey, come on, buddy. What are you waiting for? Huh? My thorns got him. But they finally turned the texture for beehives back around. Beehives actually look like they're supposed to again. They actually fixed these things again, which is actually really, really great. And I think we're ready to harvest. Yeah, we've only got 2. Here's the one problem that I have with this still, though. Here's the problem. These pop inside... These honeycombs, well, a lot of those activated, all the bottles still just go outside. Look at this. They're all out here. All the bottles of honey go outside. None of them actually go inside, which is really, really frustrating, and I don't understand why that's doing that. This system used to work so perfectly. Oh, there's some honeycombs right there. And do I even not have inventory? Jeez. Anyway. Oh, I probably got to go back around front. There might be some more. There might be some more honey bottles out around the front. But yeah, it's really, really frustrating. I don't understand why this thing is not working. Why the hoppers won't collect the honey when I try to dispense it. I mean, I gotta look up whatever they changed. I gotta look it up, and I gotta try to figure out how I can make it so this farm operates properly without having to massively change the design, because I really, really like this building. I think this building is really, really cute. I'm a really, really big fan of this build, and I don't want to mess with it. I guess I got everything. Okay, yeah. Perfect. Oh, just double check. Okay. So we got a little bit of honey bottles. Okay, and we had a couple that were still empty, of course, so we just got empty bottles for our trouble there. And I can just kind of check out what I've got going on in here. This is actually going to have use. Not that it's going to matter, because I said earlier on in the video, we're going to be restarting the realm once we get to 1.17, the Caves and Cliffs update. But honeycomb actually has another use in the game now. Besides just making beehives, you're going to use it to wax the copper blocks that you're going to find in the game. And that way the copper won't age, because otherwise it will just age and kind of deteriorate and go from copper to that kind of nice green oxidized color that copper gets. And you can use the wax from honeycomb, the beeswax, in order to stop that, which is, I think, really, really cool. So there we go. Make some more of our honey blocks, because we need lots and lots more of them to do our tunnel for sure. But yeah, this is really frustrating to me. I'm not 100% sure why this is still an issue, but they at least fixed the texture of bees' nests, so they at least face the right direction now. That was one of the things that was really, really bugging me about this for a long time. I don't know why they changed that. But I think I turned around the ones on the island that I built back by the main island. So I actually have to go check that out. Oh, and you know what else I did? I can show you guys really, really quickly. I'm going to be wrapping this video up here in just a moment. But one other thing I did was... not in this box. Anticlimactic much is this. So this is our magical village compass, and you will notice it is glowing, and that's because in 1.16 there's something called a lodestone, which you build with a netherite ingot and 8 chiseled stone bricks. And so right dead center underneath this beacon right here, there is, you can see it is turned every direction I turn in. It really makes me mad that in Bedrock Edition you can't just put stuff in your offhand like compasses, because that would make so much sense. But anyway, yeah, this will always point at the lodestone that's underneath the beacon here, which is pretty much dead center in our magical village area over here. So if you're ever not here, like if I'm ever lost or whatever, like all I have to do is pull this compass out and follow it home. I also did another compass for the main spawn island. I did another compass for that, but I don't have one of those on me right now. I left all those back over at the actual main spawn area. Why is there a random llama out here? You know what? One thing I got to do is I got to actually go find llamas somewhere in the... oh, it's Shadow the Duck. We got some design element stuff over here for this kind of stuff. That's right. I don't have llamas over here anymore because I didn't realize this, but all my llamas were from traders. And you can't breed llamas that come from traders, apparently. Or at least you didn't used to be able to. I don't know if that's still a thing or not, but yeah, I need to actually go somewhere where there are llamas and shove them in a boat and drag them back here and then actually breed them up and keep them. Hi, buddy. How are you? I can at least get on him, though. But yeah, so I did this as well. Like I said, I thought that this would be really, really cool to have a lodestone to be able to guide me home if ever I am lost. And hopefully I have an ender chest whenever I'm lost, because otherwise I'm not going to get very far. But yeah, that is going to do it pretty much for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. I really, really do want to thank you. Episodes are going to be whenever I can get a chance to publish them. I can't commit to a specific schedule right now. I really want to get lots and lots of stuff done in this world yet before the Caves and Cliffs update comes out, though. And, you know, that's going to be coming before we know it. That's going to be here before we even know it. So I really, really want to make sure that we're getting that done, like, literally as soon as possible. Like, all this different stuff, like this whole magical village area. Basically, the tunnel project is just something I'm going to work on, like a little grindy project on streams and stuff like that, so I can get that ice boat road done. And, you know, then we're just going to kind of keep working over here and kind of keep adding more and more and more elements. I want to add something else to this garden, and I'm not sure what. Maybe some kind of almost plant sculpture, like, you know, some fence posts and some bushes and some things of that nature. I don't necessarily know exactly what I'm thinking of or whatever the case may be. But ladies and gentlemen, I love you all so, so much for being here and for sticking with the channel as I pretend to release content, or as I try to release content. I know it's just going to take a little bit of time to kind of get on a regular schedule, but hey, NaNoWriMo is eating up a lot of my time. I'm trying to get a novel written as well. So, you know, basically I'm going to play Minecraft as often as I'm able to, but in the meantime, I really, really appreciate you guys checking out the video. If you like the video, if you like the content, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and don't forget to ring that bell so you're notified whenever I release a new video. So until next time, this is Nick. Thank you so, so much, for watching this episode of Tritoncraft. Bye-bye.